Hello everyone. Once again I welcome you to the video lecture on transformers and generators. This is the continued part of second section of the third module, that is direct current generators. In last video we were discussed something about the armature reaction, how the armature reaction will be taken place, then what are the effects of the armature reaction. You saw the effects of the armature reactions are cross-magnetizing effect and demagnetizing effect. Now let me discuss how this cross-magnetizing and demagnetizing effect will be taken place in a conductor. So that we'll discuss now. So this is a demagnetizing and cross-magnetizing conductors. So the effect which will be taken place by the cross-magnetization and demagnetization, the conductor which is influenced by these effects, so those are called as what, demagnetizing and cross-magnetizing conductors. With the help of brushes in the GNA position, so there is only cross-magnetizing effect will be observed in an armature reaction. That means, GNA, here you can find the GNA, this is the GNA. There is a position of the GNA, so only you can find the cross-magnetizing effect of armature reaction. However, when the brushes are shifted from the GNA, either it may be clockwise or it may be what, anti-clockwise direction. So in that case, so you can observe the either both effects, that is demagnetizing and cross-magnetizing effect. Now here let us consider a two-pole generator with brush shifted, so with some angle. So this angle, this is a GNA, and the brush which is shifted at an angle of what, a mechanical angle. This is what, theta m degree from GNA. We shall identify the armature conductors that produce demagnetizing effect, and those are produce cross-magnetizing effect. You know what is the angle here? This is the theta m. If further it moves in anti-clockwise direction, again there will be what, the angle. So that is mechanical angle, that is theta m. Now the armature conductors theta m on either side of GNA produce flux in the direction opposite to the main flux. Now whatever be the position of the theta m conductors on either side of GNA, so which produce the flux which is in direction opposite to the what, main flux. The main flux direction will be in this direction, that is north to south, and this direction will go to south to north direction. Now the whatever be the conductor which is lying within the angles, so which angle, AOC or either BOD. So this region, so this is the topper region and bottom region. So here you can find the what, the angular displacement or angle will be what, it is 2 times theta m. So here one theta m, here one theta m. So we'll discuss here. So this is the two times theta m. And again here also theta m and theta m. So again 2 times theta m you can find here. Now these are called as what, demagnetizing armature conductors, and which constitute the what, demagnetizing ampere turns of the armature reaction. Now these are the what, demagnetizing ampere turns or demagnetizing armature conductors. So here two conductors are present, here also two conductors are present. So which will be helpful for the what, the demagnetizing effect, since so whatever be the conductors which are present in that location, so those are influenced by the water, the demagnetizing effect. So those conductors are called as water demagnetizing conductor. So these two are water demagnetizing conductors here. Now the excess of magnetization of the remaining armature conductors lying between the angle AOD and COD, and whatever be the uh, uh, that armature conductors which are lying between what, angle AOD COB. So here shown, that is AOD and COB, and these conductors is at right angles to the main flux. So what is the main flux? Main flux will be in this direction, and this direction will be what, here. So this direction, so these are what, perpendicular to the what, main flux, and these conductors produce the cross magnetizing effect. So since these conductors are called as what? Cross magnetizing conductor and which constitute the cross magnetizing ampere turns of armature reaction. Now here, so whatever be the conductor you can find here, so these region conductors are called as what? Demagnetizing conductor, which will helpful for the water demagnetizing ampere turns. Now similarly, so whatever the conductor you can find here, that is so BOC and AOD. So these are what? The cross magnetizing conductors, and these will helpful for the cross magnetizing ampere turns of armature reaction. Now let me deduce an expression for the water, the demagnetizing ampere turns and cross magnetizing ampere turns. Now calculation of demagnetizing and cross magnetizing ampere turns. Now here let us find the number of demagnetizing and cross magnetizing ampere turns here. So our objective is to auto find the number of demagnetizing and cross magnetizing ampere turns here. Now here I just consider a generator which is having about a total number of armature conductors as a Z, and number of poles are what? P. Then armature conductor current in amperes. So this is the armature conductor current I. And if the type of winding is used, that is armature winding is used, and this current will be what it is changed. If it is simplex wave winding used, so then the armature current will be, it is Ia divided by 2. If the simple lab type winding is used, in that case the armature current will be what it is Ia divided by P. Now theta m is what? Forward lead of brush in mechanical degrees. Now the conductors which are responsible for demagnetizing ampere turns are lying in the region spanning 4 times theta m degrees. You know, just this you discussed in earlier slide. So the conductors which are responsible for demagnetizing ampere turns. So here, so that is AOC or BOD. So that angle, it is represented as what? 4 times theta m degree. Now here I just represent total number of armature conductors lying in angle AOC and BOD. So whatever be the total number of conductors are lying here, so that I used to calculate here. So this is what the entire 360 degree you just consider here. So up till 360 degrees, so what might be the conductor which will be influenced by the water? The demagnetizing effect. So that is 4 times theta m. So 360 out of 360, there will be a 4 times theta m. This is multiplied by the water total number of armature conductors, which gives the total number of armature conductors lying in what angles? AOC and BOD. So here whatever be the conductors lying, so that you can define it here. Now the total number of turns in these angles. So this is the total number of armature conductors which is lying in what? AOC and BOD. In the same region, what might be the total number of turns in these angles? So again, the total number of turns, that is total number of conductors, that is equals to what? The half of the total number of turns you can define here. So that is Z divided by 2. So Z divided by 2 you can multiply here. So this becomes 2 times theta m divided by 360 into Z. Because so this is what regarding the total number of turns, and this is regarding the total number of armature conductors. You know, total number of turns, so that will be half of the water total number of armature conductors. So since I just multiplied, this is what? Half of the total number of conductors, it is Z. Half of the Z is multiplied here, that is 4 theta m divided by 360, and 2 ones are 2 2s are, and 2 theta m divided by 360 into Z. Now here I just define in generally demagnetizing ampere turns is what? So this is what 2 theta m divided by 360 into Z, which is multiplied by what? The current, armature current is what? I. So since demagnetizing ampere turns is 2 theta m divided by 360 into IZ. Now demagnetizing ampere turns per pole. Demagnetizing ampere turns per pole. Per pole, what might be the demagnetizing ampere turns? Now this is what demagnetizing, overall demagnetizing ampere turns, whatever be the number of demagnetizing conductors are present. So there will be a two demagnetizing conductors are present. So since this can be represented as 2 times theta m divided by 360 into Iz. Now demagnetizing ampere turns per pole. Every pole, so there will be only one demagnetizing conductor. So since I can represent it as theta m divided by 360 into Iz. So since ampere turns demagnetizing turns, ampere demagnetizing turns per pole, that is given as Zi theta m divided by 360 degree. Now, the conductors which are responsible for cross magnetizing ampere turns are lying between AOD and BOC. So the conductors which are responsible for cross magnetizing ampere turns. So what are the conductors here? AOD and BOC. So these conductors are what? It is helpful for the what? Cross magnetizing ampere turns or cross magnetizing effect. Total armature conductors per pole. Per pole are whatever be the armature conductors. So there are P number of poles, Z number of conductors. That is total armature conductors per pole is Z divided by P. Now here again we found the expression for the demagnetizing conductor per pole. Demagnetizing conductor per pole, it is given as, so this is Z into 2 theta m divided by 360. This we defined earlier slide. So that is demagnetizing conductors per pole, that is Z 2 theta m divided by 360. Then cross magnetizing conductors per pole. So in order to obtain this cross magnetizing conductors per pole, so we need to subtract the total number of armature conductors per pole with the demagnetizing conductors per pole. So Z by P here, it is nothing but total armature conductor per pole, and Z 2 theta m divided by 360 is the what? It is the demagnetizing conductors per pole. Then solve this. So if you solve this, then cross magnetizing ampere conductors per pole is given as Zi into 1 by P minus 2 theta m divided by 360. Since two conductors from one term, now cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole. Again, it is given as per pole. That is ampere turns per pole. It is given as 1 by 2 Zi 1 by P minus 2 theta m divided by 360. Again, here also the cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole is given here. Cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole. This is the cross magnetizing ampere conductors per pole. This is the cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole. Ampere turns per pole is the water. So this is the half as that of what ampere conductors per pole. So since half is multiplied with this equation, half Zi 1 by P minus 2 theta m divided by 360. Now here just Zi removed common 1 divided by 2P minus theta m divided by 360. Then ampere turns, cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole is given as Zi into bracket 1 by 2P minus theta m divided by 360 degree. Now this is about the demagnetizing ampere turns and per pole and cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole. Now if the brush shift angle is given in electrical degrees, then it should be converted into mechanical degree by using the relation. Now whatever be the brush shifted towards the either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction, according to the the rotation of the rotor, or you can say that according to the the shifting of the MNA. Now in that case, the mechanical degree, so whatever be the mechanical degree, so that I used to convert it to what electrical degree. Now we can convert to theta mechanical is equals to theta electrical divided by pair of poles. Out of pair of poles, so what is the angle? This is the electrical angle, this is theta electrical. Now again, pair of poles are what? So here one pair pole is P divided by 2 because one pair means what? There are two poles. Per pole means what? P divided by 2 into theta electrical, and 2 theta electrical divided by P we can observe here. This is the what? The electrical, that is the mechanical degree. So that will be converted into what? Electrical degree. So this equation we can represent, that is theta mechanical is equals to 2 times theta electrical divided by P. Now for neutralizing the demagnetizing effect of armature reaction, an extra number of winding turns are provided on each pole. For neutralizing the demagnetizing effect of armature reaction, an extra number of winding turns are provided on each pole. Now, what is the extra number of turns per pole? So that is calculated here. That is the number of extra turns per pole. So what is the purpose of using it? Neutralization of the demagnetizing effect. So in order to neutralize the demagnetizing effect, so this technique we can use, that is number of extra turns per pole. So that number of extra turns per pole, so that is depends on what? The cross sectional area and the what demagnetizing effect of what? Number of turns, and this is the lambda. It is called as what? The leakage coefficient divided by I. So I is what? It is the field winding. So usually shunt generator, if you consider, this is called as what? ISH for shunt generator. And even if you consider the armature, then we can represent it as what? I suffix A for series generator. Now this is about what? The derivation for cross magnetizing ampere turns and demagnetizing ampere turns. In next video, we'll come up with some more points related to what? The armature reactions. So till then, thank you.